Have you ever wanted something so badly that it kept you up at night? Have you ever felt like your heart was crying out for something, but you did not know if you deserved to even ask for it? What if I told you that there is someone who wants you to ask, who loves it when you ask, and who gets upset when you do not ask? Stay with me, because what I am about to share with you today will change the way you make requests for the rest of your life. And please, I urge you to watch this video until the very end, because the most powerful lesson is waiting for you in the final moments. Right now, someone watching this video is going through a difficult time. Maybe you are worried about money, maybe you are hoping for a job, maybe you want to get married, or you are struggling in your marriage. Maybe you are dealing with health problems or family issues. Maybe you are hoping for something that seems impossible. Whatever it is, I want you to know that this message is for you. Do not turn away now, because by the time we finish, you will understand exactly how to ask for what you want and why you should never feel shy or embarrassed to ask. Let me start by sharing something beautiful. Allah loves it when we ask Him. Think about that for a moment. The creator of the entire universe, the one who owns everything, the one who has power over all things, actually loves it when you and I turn to Him with our needs and desires. This is not something small. This is huge. We are talking about a relationship where the one who has everything wants to hear from the one who has nothing. That alone should fill your heart with hope and comfort. But here is what many people do not realize. Allah does not just tolerate our requests. He actually gets displeased when we do not ask Him. Imagine that. While we are sitting there feeling too shy to ask, or thinking our problem is too small to bother Allah with, He is waiting for us to call upon Him. He is waiting for us to open our hearts and share our deepest wishes. This is the relationship that Allah wants with us. He wants us to turn to Him first, not as a last resort. So many people make a terrible mistake. They try everything else first. They ask people for help. They search for solutions everywhere. They stress and worry and plan. And only when everything fails, only when they have run out of options, then they finally turn to Allah and make a prayer. But this is backwards. Allah should be the first one we turn to, not the last. When you want something, before you do anything else, before you ask anyone else, raise your hands and ask Allah. Make Him your first choice, not your backup plan. Now, you might be thinking, but what if what I want is not good for me? What if I am asking for the wrong thing? This is a valid concern, and it shows that you are thinking wisely. Here is the beautiful part. When you ask Allah for something, you can ask for whatever your heart desires, but you should also trust His wisdom. You can say, Allah, this is what I want, but if it is not good for me, then give me something better or protect me from it. This is the perfect balance. You express your desire, but you also submit to His greater knowledge. Let me tell you something that will put your mind at ease. Allah knows what is in your heart even before you ask. He knows your needs, your wants, your fears, and your dreams. So why does He want you to ask? Because the act of asking is not for His benefit. It is for yours. When you ask Allah, you are acknowledging that He is the provider. You are showing humility. You are building your relationship with Him. You are practicing gratitude because you recognize that everything comes from Him. The asking itself is an act of worship that brings you closer to Allah. Here is something powerful that many people forget. There is no request too big for Allah and no request too small. Some people think, my problem is too big. Allah has more important things to deal with. Others think, my problem is too small. I should not bother Allah with this. Both thoughts are wrong. Nothing is too big for Allah because He has power over all things. And nothing is too small for Allah because He cares about every detail of your life. If something matters to you, it matters to Allah. Whether you are asking for guidance, for health, for wealth, for love, for success, or even for something as simple as finding your lost item, you can ask Allah. But let me share with you the proper way to ask. First, you need to have faith that Allah can give you what you are asking for. If you ask while doubting, your request is weak. Believe with certainty that Allah has the power to grant your wish. Second, ask with hope and expectation. Do not ask and think it will not happen. Ask and believe that it will happen if it is good for you. Third, be persistent. Do not ask once and give up. Keep asking. The prophets asked Allah repeatedly. There is no limit to how many times you can make the same request. Here is where many people lose hope. They ask Allah for something, and when they do not see immediate results, they stop asking. They think their prayer was not answered. But this is a misunderstanding of how prayers work. Every single prayer you make is answered, but not always in the way you expect. Sometimes Allah gives you exactly what you asked for. Sometimes He gives you something better. Sometimes He protects you from harm by not giving you what you asked for. And sometimes He saves the reward of your prayer for the hereafter. In every case, your prayer has been answered. Think of it this way. Imagine a child asking their parent for something. Sometimes the parent says yes right away. Sometimes the parent says wait because the timing is not right. Sometimes the parent says no because they know it will harm the child. And sometimes the parent gives something different because they know it is better. The parent always responds with love and wisdom. This is how Allah responds to our prayers, but with infinitely more love and infinitely more wisdom. Let me share something that will change your perspective. When you ask Allah for something and you do not get it right away, that is not rejection, that is preparation. Allah might be preparing you for what you asked for. He might be preparing the thing you asked for to come to you in the best way. He might be preparing circumstances and conditions. He might be teaching you lessons you need to learn first. He might be testing your patience and faith. He might be increasing your reward. There is always wisdom in the timing, even when we cannot see it. One of the most beautiful aspects of asking Allah is that you can ask Him directly. You do not need anyone to intercede for you. You do not need to go through a special person or a special place. Wherever you are, whatever time it is, whatever state you are in, you can raise your hands and speak to Allah. He is closer to you than you can imagine. He hears every word. He sees every tear. He knows every feeling. This direct relationship is a gift that we should never take for granted. Now let me address something important. Some people ask, why should I ask if Allah already knows what I need? This question comes from a misunderstanding. Yes, Allah knows what you need, but He wants you to ask because the asking itself transforms you. When you ask, you humble yourself. When you ask, you acknowledge your dependence on Allah. When you ask, you turn away from arrogance and turn toward gratitude. The asking is not to inform Allah of something He does not know. The asking is to remind yourself of who you are and who He is. Here is a practical tip that will make your requests more powerful. Be specific. Do not just say, Allah, give me happiness. Say, Allah, I want to be happy in my marriage. Help me and my spouse understand each other better. Do not just say, Allah, give me success. Say, Allah, I want to succeed in this particular goal. Give me the strength and opportunity to achieve it. When you are specific, you are more focused and your heart is more connected to your request. Also remember to ask in good times, not just in bad times. Many people only remember to ask Allah when they are in trouble. But the ones who ask Allah when things are going well, Allah remembers them when things get difficult. Build your relationship with Allah in times of ease, and it will be stronger in times of hardship. Make asking Allah a daily habit, not an emergency response. Let me share something that will give you confidence. Allah has promised that when you call upon Him, He will respond. This is His promise, and Allah never breaks His promises. Your job is to ask. His job is to respond in the way that is best for you. Your job is to be sincere. His job is to handle the outcome. Your job is to trust. His job is to provide. Do you see how simple this is? You just need to ask with sincerity and leave the rest to Allah. Before we finish, I want to remind you of something crucial. When you ask Allah for something, do not forget to thank Him for what you already have. Gratitude opens the door for more blessings. If you want Allah to give you more, show appreciation for what He has already given you. Look around your life right now. You have blessings you did not even ask for. Your heart is beating. Your lungs are breathing. You have eyes to see this message. You have a mind to understand it. These are all gifts from Allah. Thank Him for these, and then ask Him for what you want. As we come to the end, I want you to do something right now. Think of one thing you really want. Maybe it is something you have been afraid to ask for. Maybe it is something you have asked for before, but stopped asking. Whatever it is, I want you to make a commitment that after you finish watching this video, you will raise your hands and ask Allah for it with full faith and hope. Ask Him sincerely. Ask Him specifically. Ask Him knowing that He hears you and that He will respond in the best way. And remember, even if you do not see the results immediately, do not stop asking. Keep your connection with Allah strong. Keep your faith firm. Keep your hope alive, because the one who never disappoints is Allah. The one who never abandons you is Allah. The one who has your best interest at heart is Allah. So ask Him, trust Him, and watch how He changes your life in ways you never imagined. If this message touched your heart, I want you to share it with someone who needs to hear it right now. Like this video so more people can benefit from it. Leave a comment and tell me one thing you are going to ask Allah for after watching this. And make sure you subscribe, because we share content like this regularly to help you strengthen your faith and improve your life. Thank you for being here, and may Allah grant you everything that is good for you in this life and the next. Keep asking, keep believing, and keep trusting in Allah's perfect plan for you.